if everybody could, at this very moment, welcome to the stage, Paramore! Good afternoon. Hi. Yeah, wait for a picture, everybody. We're in a picture. Yeah. And how are you all doing this lovely day?
Thank you for the umbrellas, but they should get umbrellas too. Yeah, it's unfair. It's really not fair.
Is this thing on?
Yes.
Who wants an umbrella? Say yeah. Sorry. I think we only have two.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. What? And my mic is so loud every time, like feeding back. That's good.
Your voice is just powerful, that's
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's always been.
Yeah.
I can talk quiet. I think I want to answer everything like this.
Don't be quiet when you answer these questions. I got some people that have some good questions to ask you all. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yeah, but where are you? Cause
I'm right here in the middle.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hi.
I was looking at the sea. You sounded like you were in a weird island out there.
Yeah, you know.
But you guess it's kind of hard.
I'm just floating around.
All good.
Here, come on up. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Juliana. I'm from Argentina.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Before I want to say that version of Crush 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 last night was insane.
All good.
That was the first song that I learned 10 years ago. Was my first Paramore love. So thank you for last night. My question.
Oh, I thought that was the question.
No.
The answer is thank you.
Starts like this. We all enjoy Zach's Instagram's pictures. Hashtag Zach's film. I'm sure you guys try different foods and learn from the places you visit during tour. What was the best culture experience from the After Laughter tours?
From the past year.
Yeah.
Go. What was your favorite, like, cultural experience in the last year when we traveled to all these different places? Did you have one in particular?
Well, it wasn't food.
Loaded question.
Yeah, there's a lot of people from a lot of different
Everywhere.
places.
I think for me, my voice is so loud. Wow. I think for me, it wasn't food, and I'm sorry. It was getting to play tennis all over the world. And I lost almost every game, all good. But we got to play on the rooftop in Mexico City. We got to play in Hungary, in the Czech Republic, and in England. So that was really, it's like something that I get to do at home. It makes me feel peaceful, and I did it everywhere in the world. Even though I lost, I won at being able to do it.
You did.
Amen.
That was, it's true. You did.
Do you really want to know what kind of food we liked?
I can talk about food forever.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, you're vegan.
I think for me, I get so stressed out on tour because I'm such a homebody. So I love going everywhere, but New Zealand is always. Yeah. I feel like that's where I can I just feel at peace. But there you go. Feeling at peace on this boat too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the last year, a lot of us started eating vegan food. Nice. The vegans are out in full force today. So for me, the last year, it's kind of made me get out a lot more because I tend to just stick close to, one area, maybe the hotel or the venue, and I don't venture out a whole lot, except for this year I did. And Justin and I would go find vegan food all over the place. We had incredible vegan food in Argentina, which was so cool. And especially when you don't speak the same language, to find something that is new and exciting, and you kind of there's a language barrier and there's this incredible food, and it just makes the experience so. It's just very cool. It's been very rad to like meet people because of food, and so which is my favorite thing. But yeah, so Argentina was a very memorable experience. Also Montreal, we had vegan sushi, and it was good. Sounds wrong.
I love everything about vegan. You have to say the word vegan first.
You do. You have to say it. Like,
What did you have? Vegan pizza. Okay.
You have to.
You could just say pizza. No, but I'm a vegan. I ate vegan pizza. Okay.
But yeah, it's been a good year. Gone to a lot of places. Thank you for that.
I'm going on a vegan boat because I'm vegan. Any other
wow.
vegan questions?
Is that vegan?
Hey, is this pina colada vegan?
Yes, it absolutely
Okay.
is.
Well, I'm not vegan, so I won't drink it. Psych, I will.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi! Hi! Oh my god. I feel like you're so far away from me. Wow. Okay.
We're in your heart.
We are.
Yes, you are. Oh, I love you so much. Okay. I'm Aaliyah. I'm from Colorado. I'm gonna cry. Okay. How much were you laughing at all of us with the after laughter teases before it was announced? And what does PT Cruiser mean?
Yeah. Taylor. Wait, what is the first part of the question?
How much did we laugh?
Like
About
when we
what?
tease them, remember like the face that we posted a million times and all
the most real photo of you ever.
yeah, it was realistic.
That
of
was
me.
more real than any photos I've taken on film. I don't know who drew that, but they have a gift. That photo, right, with your smile?
Yeah.
Yeah, we laughed a lot.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah,
pooped my pants.
I think me and Zach have always kind of had this. A long time ago, when we recorded Brand New Eyes, our friend Brandon, who would take pictures and stuff, he would always get rental cars, and he was like, "This is the best opportunity to get something I would never drive," and so he started getting PT Cruisers, and me and Zach fell so deeply in love with PT Cruisers, and so it was kind of a theme on this record. It was a lot of PT Cruisers. They gave me a PT Cruiser book at the end of recording, and
You got a model PT Cruiser as well.
I did. I put it
I
together.
own a PT Cruiser.
You sure do.
Zach owns one. He
I was
drives
so
one.
sick of not having one.
But it was this thing where they used it, so people didn't know it was a Paramore record, like if it went to Target or something. So they called it PT Cruiser, but they accidentally made the labels also PT Cruiser, which we loved.
I think they
We
did
did
it on
love it.
purpose.
Honestly, it was my favorite thing about release week, if I'm being honest. Oh, also, today I was watching there's 2 music video channels, and one of them has all the After Laughter influences, and there's a song called You Dropped a Bomb on Me. It's an oldie. And I remembered us.
That calls them.
It summons the PT Cruisers. That's why it's on the playlist, because in LA, when we finished the record, we would put it on, and anytime.
Carlos showed it to us.
Yeah, and all the PT Cruisers.
Every time we put that song on, we would see one.
We would see more than one on occasion.
I bet if you played it right now, one would just drop from the sky.
Yeah,
Man,
so
can you imagine just crane brings big black PT Cruiser?
it
right in
comes
the
up
middle?
from the water like a whale.
I would drive it around.
So that's what PT Cruiser is. I mean, honestly, it was meant to hide our album, like T said, but I think it just shone it even brighter.
Good question.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank
We love you too.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Courtney and I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Okay. Hello, mate.
Hey, mate. It's all
How you
good.
going?
So my question is, if you were to wake up and have suddenly become high school teachers, what subject would you teach and why? Because the second I get off this boat, I'm literally graduating as a high school teacher. So,
Amazing.
thank you.
What are you gonna teach?
Geography and religion.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Good luck.
We all had very interesting high school experiences, most of which was spent with you guys.
You were our teachers.
Homeschooling on the road.
Yeah, I
don't know
dropped
how
out.
I graduated. But I don't have a funny answer. I'd like if I did, but I don't. I would do music. I'd teach music. I feel when I was in elementary school, my music teacher was a big part of why I loved music, to like feel encouraged in that. And I feel
You could teach Latin. You did all my homework.
I definitely did Zach's Latin homework for him.
I wouldn't teach that.
How do you? What do I? And we just wanted to hang out, so people, let me do it for you.
Yeah. Get it done so we could go eat Twizzlers.
No, there were red vines back then. We only ate red vines. There's these big
That was
boxes.
one time. That was one time your mom
Never again.
stuffed up.
Yeah, she got the biggest box of red vines I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so cute
Still
and
haven't
so
seen
wrong.
one. It was wrong, but it was fun.
They look like Twizzlers, but they
They
ain't.
did. They're imposters. If I woke up and I was a teacher, I'd be scared because it's different to be in front of a class than it is to be on a stage singing for people. It's like much more, I would feel much more exposed, I think. Especially teaching something that's like about, these are the answers, you know. I don't know if I could teach anything that had concrete answers, and maybe I would teach a debate class or talk about philosophy or talk about, I don't know, creative writing. I would love to do that. I had a cool creative writing teacher that I hated at the time because I just turned in Paramore lyrics as my assignments, and he just didn't love it every time, and so I felt offended. But he was really cool, and I loved being assigned to like write about, you know, anything from my perspective, or write about this thing, you know, this one specific thing from my perspective. So yeah, it would just have to be something that wasn't about, you know, A plus B equals C. It would have to be a little bit more fluid, I think. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Lady Bird? You know the drama teacher? I want to be him. He's so cute. Next. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that. I love Australia, by the way. One love.
Thank you so much.
See you. Good luck being a teacher, too.
Yes, good luck.
Hey, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Kelsey, I'm from Michigan. So my question for you is, what's your favorite thing to do after tour other than sleep?
Other than sleep, well, I mean, for me, I go home and still work a little bit, like on Good Die Young. So Brian and I work a lot, and I go by sometimes I go by the office, sometimes I just do it from emails, but sometimes I think I hate it because I'm so busy and I just want to do nothing for a day, but I really like it, and I really like having a purpose when we're home that isn't really musical, it's still expressive, but I like that. I think it kind of keeps me sane. I'm starting to realize that it keeps me sane even when it makes me crazy. But yeah, I like to do that, and then I like to hang out with these guys. It's pretty much whatever we do. I don't really care what it is. Oh, man.
I like to play pool, not the song, but the game. That's what I like.
I'm a vegan. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you guys, I just am. Yeah, I like playing tennis and hanging with my friends. I like going to my little brother's house to see his cute baby, Indigo, because it makes me feel like I have a baby, but I didn't have to have a wife or a baby to have it. And I just get to enjoy it until it starts screaming and pooping, and then I get to just be an uncle and then go play tennis. So, Indigo is my favorite part about being home.
Made me cry.
Let's pray.
Hey, what's your name? Where you from?
Hi, my name is Morgan, but most of you probably know me as Willow. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And my question is, sorry, feedback.
Happens to the best of us.
My question is, it's a three-part question about the Fake Happy music video for all three of you.
Okay.
So for Zach, how did you come up with the concept behind the Fake Happy music video? And why did you choose to use film over digital as a medium? Because I'm an independent filmmaker, so I was really curious. And for Haley, was there any pressure for you personally because you're the only one in the video? And for Taylor, were you relieved that you didn't have to be in the video? That's it. That's the question.
Rhetorical. Yeah. You want me to start?
Yeah, go.
That was, great question. I didn't have a treatment, and Haley, we were in a meeting with our manager, and she goes, Zach has a treatment. And I was like, no, I don't.
Manifested it.
No, I
It's
don't.
reality.
And then we had talked about it. I forgot that we had talked about Haley walking around, and I was like, I just think that film, it's why I only shoot film on my cameras at 35 millimeter or 8 millimeter, because I love retro stuff. Sue me. I think it looks like a funner time than we live in it. But I love living now, but having those tools, you know. And I just think there's some magic with film. It has this energy and it has this thing you can't recreate with digital stuff. No offense, buddy. It's something so simple as Haley walking. It needed to have some extra element, and I think film was the only thing to do that. And then I had the idea to just put the little smiley faces on people so you couldn't tell who they were, because that was in New York, and that would be a lot of waivers to sign. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Haley. I hope that answered your question. God bless.
I think if we had done this video or tried to do this video years ago or on another album, I wouldn't have done it, because I get very triggered by the idea of things being about me with the band, you know. I'm coming into it a little bit more in other parts of my life and trying to own, you know, my space. But this video was important, you know, because the song was important to the album, and we knew we had to make it, and we wanted it to be simple. We didn't want it to be crazy, and it kind of just felt like, let's just kind of do what the song is. And I don't, sometimes things happen without you planning them, and then it's more special because of that. And that happens a lot with Paramore. We try to plan stuff sometimes, and it doesn't really pan out. The things that we let happen naturally are better for us. And it was weird. We found this suit at our friend's store in Nashville. They have a store called Wilder that just sells really beautiful things, a lot of stuff for the home or, you know, your body. Or anyway, I really wanted to wear it, and I didn't have anything to wear it to. And we decided to do it for this video, and I realized halfway through shooting it that I would never wear something like that for anything, because I don't want people to, I like to wear weird stuff, but that was like, you could not see it from 1,000 miles away. And being in New York and everyone's kind of like on their business route wearing their suits. And I kind of thought, like, this outfit and what we're doing is what the song is. It's me pretending like I'm okay with everyone looking at me all the time, when inside I feel like a nervous wreck all day long. And I'm just gonna get through it. We're just gonna do it, and I love how it turned out. I feel very proud that I did something by myself for Paramore and didn't feel shame for it, you know? So it was good exercise.
I was very proud of you too, and
Thanks.
very relieved for myself. Yes, I was very relieved.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi. Hi. I'm Blair. I'm from San Francisco. So I'm so glad I could talk to you guys, because I lost my voice this morning from being in the sing-along until like where I am. So I'm glad I got that back to ask you this question. So each of you guys is so uniquely talented, and when it comes to your fellow band members, what's one strength you think each of them brings to the table that makes Paramore what it is today?
Take a while.
Yeah.
How many drinks have you had, Haley?
None.
One?
This is
This
truly
will be
my
pretty
first
short.
of the day. We're doing good.
Good.
But it was special. So this is a special time with
It is.
these folks celebrating.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, please go. I can't do it first.
I think having Zach back has been like the best thing for us ever.
Yes.
Because I live in my head so much, and I constantly am looking forward and trying to figure out where we're going or like what could go wrong, and I get like really stressed out, but Zach is always so present and is able to like have fun and see the good in things, and which really I think levels me and Haley out a lot, you know. And even like when we do interviews or something, if it's just me and Haley, sometimes it's like really serious. And when Zach's come back, it's kind of brought life and some fun back into it. I don't really have an answer for Haley. He doesn't have a lot of strengths. But
Shit
you know,
voice.
I didn't have to be in the video, so that. No, I think Haley's just an incredible leader and super talented, and I think that she's got like, she also is very like cerebral, and I think kind of tackles a different set of things than I do. I feel like I could talk about it. I don't really know how to give you a short answer, but there you go.
That was Matt. Thank you.
Oh man.
Good answer.
This is a deep question, honestly. I feel like I should have had some more drinks. So, to echo what Taylor said, it's been really good that Zach came back when he did, because I feel like it's easier to do the compare and contrast thing when talking about the three of us, because I think we perceive each other so much in comparison to what we think are our own weaknesses, you know. Zach came back when I really wanted to be done with music. I just kind of whatever, you know. And Taylor was in the middle of sort of helping revive me and bring me back to a place where I could believe in my own self and the band. And then here came Zach into the studio, and we got to play together again. And because I was kind of disconnected at the time, in a weird way, being able to be in a room with these two, just like we did when we were kids, was like, it wasn't about anything that happened outside of that room. It was just about what was happening there, and watching him play just took me back to being like a 13-year-old kid, 12-year-old, I don't know how old we were, watching him and knowing that he was the best drummer in the world, like at that age, you know. And he's still, I mean, he just becomes more talented all the time, but
Travis Barker, come on.
I think that I think that I just needed to
Carter Bielford.
I needed his friendship back, and to me, he's good at being a friend. He's just a great friend, and always was. That's why it was devastating when we spent so much time apart, and it was so life-giving when we all came back together, because Zach's a great friend to everyone. He really is. He's just a good guy, good fella, and I needed that. And I mean, I know I talked about Taylor nonstop on the last cruise. I mean, that's because he was literally, I felt like there were days like I was just like a dead puppet, and he was like helping me look alive. And you know, Taylor, I say this to everyone all the time about him, he doesn't say anything that he doesn't mean. And I went through a long period of my life where I said a lot of things I didn't mean, and I faked my way through a lot of things just because I wanted so bad to be strong. I wanted so bad to be like the tough guy. And I think it's really nice to have a mirror and one of your friends that can say, this is who you actually are. You don't have to be tough. You can be soft, and you can be broken, and you can be where you're at and own those feelings. And I've needed that so bad through the last few years, and now here we are, like the three of us being like pulling all these strengths together has been so nice because we each give each other a part of ourselves back that would be completely dead and missing if we each left each other's lives, you know? So it's been good. I feel like I've really truly been brought back to my place being here.
I'm gonna go back. I think that I'm gonna go back to my answer. I think what Haley brings is our voice. Like, I think me and Zach fail with words a lot, and then she'll say stuff like that, and I'm like, how do you talk so well? But no, I think she does such an amazing job at when it's even hard for her to be the front of everything, but to still communicate and inspire and to be loving and to be gracious. And you know, that's me and Zach's heart, but we're not great at communicating like she is. So
I'm
we're
pretty
just
bad,
thankful to
actually.
have her voice.
Well, that's what I was actually gonna say.
Really?
Stop clapping so I can talk. Thank you. I'm serious now. Stop laughing. Wow, this is a tough question to answer because it's easy to say something funny like I just did, but it's harder to say something meaningful. And I hide behind funniness a lot because it's easy. But what's not funny is how, well, it's just what's amazing about these two. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Is I didn't think I was gonna cry in this boat, but I might. All good. I left the band and I needed to find myself outside of my friends and my family. I have a really beautiful family, but we're really screwed up. I don't know if yours is like that at all. They're human, so they probably are a little bit. But mine is interesting, and we love each other a lot, but we hurt each other even more. And how real do you want this answer to be?
Keep going, man. Just keep going.
All good. I came back to this band and I set aside musical talents and talents in general. I came back to my family and they're so nice about me being myself and stuff, but I'm only this way because I feel comfortable with my family. And this doesn't happen in life. Like having friends like this that you can leave and come back and you can experience stuff and want to try things and you're only encouraged and you're only loved on. I mean, that doesn't happen. So I didn't come back to a band, I got my family back. So yeah. That's their strength, is unconditional love.
Great question.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, Paramore. I'm Victor from Chicago. My question is, if you could instantly learn a foreign language, which country would you like to visit?
Can you say it one more time?
Excuse me, what?
If you could instantly learn a foreign language, which country
I want to start
would
with
you like
English
to
because
visit?
I can't even understand that.
So, if you could instantly learn a foreign language, which country would you like to visit?
Korean, so I could go to South Korea and just go to all the cool skin and hair places and just be a slob that only goes to spas every day. I just love their culture. I went through a season where I watched tons of Korean soap operas, and they're so good. They're such incredible actors and so dramatic. So if you like romantic comedies or just dramas, get into some Korean soap operas. But I didn't understand, I mean, there's subtitles, but I just love it. It's so expressive, and I mean, I feel the same way about Japanese. I would love to speak Japanese too, but I just, yeah, that side of the world, the whole side of the world is amazing to me. Yeah, I want to learn all of Asia.
I would probably learn Icelandic so I could go there. I love so much music from Iceland, and that country is so beautiful, and it would be nice to not be the American that expects everyone to know how to talk to them like my whole life, so I can pretend like I fit in.
You probably just learn a couple of Sigur Rós lyrics. get by.
Some of them aren't even Icelandic anymore.
I always feel like such a tool when I go to France, because I talk and I sound like, hey buddy, what's up? And then they talk and it's like very beautiful and smooth, and then I feel like my voice is like nails on a chalkboard, all good. So I'd like to learn Spanish. Don't ask me how I got to that.
You want to learn Spanish to go to
Yeah,
France.
because I mean, if you just really, Americans need to learn a different language than English.
It's true.
And I'm preaching to myself, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm too busy to even
Taylor did your
live.
Latin. You didn't even do your Latin.
Latin was a spike in my ass. But, so am I allowed to say that word on this stage?
You can say any word you want to
My
say.
mom says it's okay, so I'm good. But yeah, it'd be good to like go to a restaurant and order in Spanish. That's the only reason.
Good question.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Japanese.
Hey!
I love Japan.
We can go there together and order all the food.
Perfect. All the sushi, all the sake, all the good
Yes.
stuff. Yep. Thank you.
Down.
Good question. Come on up. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm Kelsey. I live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Roll Tide.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
They said
sorry.
they're excited.
Yes.
Yay. So my question is, if there was a movie made about Paramore, who would you want to play you or your bandmates?
I feel like this can go bad. Like this could be offensive or super flattering and also in an offensive way. Oh man. What era? Do you have a particular?
Any era, really.
Any era. Like just a full biopic, the whole life.
Yeah, sure.
John Goodman's the first one that comes to my mind for me, so I'm just gonna stick with that.
I always thought that, is it Sam from Freaks and Geeks? The young brother? I always thought that looked like T when I met him. So if there was like a young version of us, I would hope that he could be in it, because then I would just be like, it would become true. I've just thought that. Let's see, Zach.
You better not pick mine for myself. Well,
there's two that I have for you, but one has blonde hair and it's not really right, and then they've got to be both the ones that you're thinking of.
no,
It's not?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's not two different Wes Anderson people. Jason Schwartzman looks just like Zach. I mean, has always, or maybe Zach has looked like him rather. When we weren't hanging out for so long.
He's always looked like Zach.
He's always looked like Zach.
Ever since he was born before me.
Like when we weren't hanging out a lot, I feel like I don't know why, but I watched so many Wes Anderson movies, and I could never get away from Zach's face, Jason Schwartzman, but also
that schnoz.
But also strangely, it makes no sense, but it does, especially if you've had just a conversation with Zach, just like a regular, like bumping it. Owen Wilson sometimes.
Oh, thank God.
He is, and me and Taylor went to Owen Wilson's house one time. This is not a brag.
Wow. Have you seen Owen Wilson doing wow on YouTube? Wow.
Zach, we weren't going to visit him. We were going to work because we were trying to meet producers.
We're not that cool.
We're not that cool, but we did end up at Owen Wilson's house once, and he was wearing boxers?
He was wearing a tracksuit.
Oh, he's wearing a tracksuit. He was high as a kite. He was cooking himself a nice
Throwing
little
him right under the
snack.
bus, aren't you?
I am. He's living his best life.
There's no privacy these days.
No privacy.
I quit the band and you go on a boat and meet Owen Wilson.
But I remember, he just reminds me of Zach so much. I can't separate it, even though you're not blonde, but.
Yeah. Okay, are you done? What about yourself?
It's because I started to have some sips.
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
won't talk
You actually had a sip. I don't know if this is are you done?
I'm done.
Oh, good. I don't know if this is possible, but in the movie that I would make, or I don't know what you would play, I wish this could happen, but we would all be Will Smith. It would be called I Am Paramore. I'm making this up right now. New treatment, shot on film.
There we go.
But yeah,
Don't tell Mark.
Will Smith could just triple himself. It makes no sense, but it makes all the sense.
Does he wear wigs or is it just him as
No,
him?
just him.
I had a similar idea, but with all of y'all being played by Bill Murray.
There you go.
Love
That's cute. I can't wait to see him as me.
Man, we should clap for Bill Murray right now.
Please.
Yes, absolutely. It's a
Steve
legend.
Aquatic.
Who's Haley?
Oh,
Will Smith.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I don't have one for me. I don't have one for me. Maybe
Oh, like
Little Miss Sunshine. But she has to go back to being that age and have that hair again. That'll be me.
I can see that.
Yeah, me too.
If I was John Goodman and then you were like Cindy Lou Who, but at that age.
Taylor Momsen as Cindy Lou Who as me.
Oh, that's who that is. Yeah. Yeah, back
I
then.
like this idea. This is coming together.
Also, Chewbacca would be good for me. Because he doesn't really speak anything. Right?
Yeah.
He's comforting. Brian could be Brittany. Brittany could be Brian even. All right, Brian, you're in the movie.
Brittany.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks a lot.
Good question.
There's Bill Murray's in the crowd right now.
Yeah, shout out Team Zizou right here.
Yeah, Team
representing.
ZC's here. Deep search. They're on a deep search.
They know it. Not Jacqueline. You don't like her. What's your name? Where you from?
Whoa.
It's all right. Don't worry. It won't hurt. Just keep talking. It's cool.
I'm Claire from Franklin, Massachusetts.
Oh, that's what our song's about.
I also drive a PT Cruiser.
Stop. You win.
Should
All
we
my
ask
friends
you a
make fun of
question?
me for it, so like I really appreciate
No, that's a badge of honor.
Okay, so my question. If you were to make another music video that continues to tell the story of any previous music video you've done, which video would you choose to continue?
Pressure.
Pressure for sure. We gotta know what
It
happens.
makes the most sense.
We need to know what happens after the pipes burst.
I just need to get a part of that one, man.
Like, do we dry off? Do we towel off and walk out unscathed?
I don't know.
Well, that shower made everybody look a little different on stage, didn't it?
It did. I looked like a little wet rat.
No, I mean, after the video, the people look completely different,
Yes, you're right.
you know?
This Rose-Colored Boy is the continuation of Pressure.
Yeah.
I really want to. Well, we really liked working with Warren Fu on Rose-Colored Boy. He's so brilliant and just really talented, and he worked well with us. Because you know, it's not an easy thing to just be, you're a band and then suddenly you're supposed to be actors and kind of like do the thing. But he was great to work with. So I would just like to keep doing, even if it wasn't that exact storyline, like maybe he could do a spin-off.
Yeah, that was fun.
He was so fun to work with.